We tend to get quite heavily involved in influencing policymakers, whether that's at the local level in terms of local authorities, or at the London level in terms of the GLA, or even at the national level where, for example, we were commissioned by the government to carry out a national review of architecture and the built environment called the Farrell Review, which had 5 themes, 30 conclusions and 60 recommendations, many of which have now been taken up, and we've been thrilled with all the positive progress that's been made. For example, there's now over 20 urban rooms throughout the country, places where you can go and see and visit and understand the past, present and future of your place with models and exhibition boards, or a new programme for attracting the best talent into public sector planning led by Finn Williams, one of our Farrell Review champions, or the fact that the House of Lords ended up carrying out the first ever Select Committee inquiry into the built environment, which was a direct result of the Farrell Reviews. One of the things that we've always done is voluntary thinking around places, whether that's near our backyard in the Marylebone Euston Road, where we came up for a vision of the road as a place for people rather than for cars, or whether it's further afield, we came up with a vision for the Thames Estuary as a place that's really informed and regenerated through its landscape, rather than the sort of post-industrial legacy that most people associate with power stations and pylons. We thought it needed to be a place that's celebrated in terms of its wildlife, wetlands and marshlands, and how we can interconnect the landscape. That's the theme that runs throughout a lot of our thinking. We do it in order to stimulate debate, offering up ideas and solutions, whether that's how to approach affordable housing, or whether it's thinking differently about landscape. We have teams of people here that take research and they turn it into advocacy, and quite often it's like storytelling, and it's about how can you get an audience, whether that's a local authority or developers or local communities, to understand and buy into a way forward for their place, particularly as London is growing and we're facing a housing crisis of affordability. That means we need to build more. So we're coming up with ideas of how we can do that, and it's certainly an exciting time at Farrells.